Hey everybody, Steve here at Montecito Memorial Park in Colton, California. And I'm here today with my daughter and son-in-law, and we're here to find and visit a family member gravesite. And we're also hoping to find the gravesite of Mel Yorba, who tragically was a homicide victim at Disneyland here in Anaheim, California, when he was only 18 years old. His Find a Grave Memorial page does have directions to his gravesite, so hopefully we can find it today. His name was actually Melanchthon Christian Yorba, and he went by Mel. I'm going to put on my sunglasses. It is so bright it's really overcast today and there's a lot of reflection. So I'm just going to put on my glasses. I can't see anything with them off. So he was born on September 6th, 1962 in Riverside, which is not far from here, and he died March 7th, 1981. Marcia was just asking when he died, or when he was killed, I should say, in Anaheim at Disneyland. And this was the first time they had had a murder in Disneyland. It might have been the last, hopefully, the last. A number of people have died there because of accidents, but this was the first time someone was murdered there. He was only 18 years old, and I read lots of different articles online about what happened, and they are all very conflicting as far as the information, as far as what happened. The best I can tell is that he was there with a group of people. I guess they were having a private party. It was a large corporation having a private party in Tomorrowland, and he was there, and I don't know if he knew the couple that he had the altercation with, or if they were just standing next to him. Some stories made it sound like he was drunk and he pinched her butt, and then her boyfriend, who I guess had some serious anger issues, got mad and they got in a big fight, and then he pulled out a knife and stabbed Mel in the heart. At least that was according to one of the articles that I read. So somehow they got in an argument over the girl. At least most of the stories, news reports seem to agree on that part. And the guy who stabbed and killed Mel, his name was James O'Driscoll. He was 28 years old, and his girlfriend was Julie Holdener, and she was 25. They were both arrested in the slaying, and Mel died, I guess. I don't know if he died on the way to the hospital or if he died at the hospital, but he was pronounced dead at the nearby hospital called Palm General Hospital in Garden Grove. Garden Grove is right next to Anaheim. And it was all because of an argument over a girl between James O'Driscoll and Mel Yorba. O'Driscoll only received a sentence of 16 years in prison for second-degree murder. This was back in 1981, so he's been out of prison for many years. And Mel is still here in his gravesite. And what's really strange is that I've been wanting to visit his gravesite for a long, long time. And I've also wanted to visit the gravesite of my grandmother, my dad's mom. Never visited her gravesite. I knew she was buried here in the cemetery, but I didn't know where. And I came to the cemetery. We asked the office, and they gave me directions to her gravesite. And Mel's gravesite had instructions on where he was laid to rest, and it said he was laid to rest here in the Magnolia section. Well, it turns out my grandmother also is buried here in the Magnolia section, and they're only maybe a dozen grave sites away from each other. How weird is that? Isn't that strange? So we found her gravesite immediately, walked right to it, and then also I followed the instructions. Even though he didn't have a GPS, I followed the instructions to find his gravesite and walked right there as well. So they were both very easy to find, and I'm glad we were able to come and visit both of their gravesites today. And Marcia got to see where her great-grandmother is buried. Another one of her great-grandmothers is buried. So little by little, we're getting to all the family member gravesites. So Mel Yorba's gravesite is supposed to be about 44 gravesites up, close to where Marcia and Bobby are standing, I think, and about 10 rows this way, or was it 10 rows that way? But it should be up this way, about 44. Oh, here it is. Here it is, you guys. Yorba? Yep, right here. I happen to see, it looks like his father.
you think it costs to put one of these headstones on? We've seen some that probably couldn't afford it, and there's like little spots. That's the guy that pushed the girl's butt?
Yeah, at least that's what they say. He did something to insult, the girl and her boyfriend, and the boyfriend stabbed him in the heart. And
it's definitely a parent or a grandparent.
Oh, not a dad?
Look at the date. This happened in 8.
Yeah, so he was born in 62. That could have been his father, could have been like 30, around 30. So it could be his dad.
And he wasn't alive to find out this happened either.
Oh, yeah, I didn't notice that. So he died before.
Yeah. Which
is maybe good,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you don't want to know that your son was murdered.
Oh, yeah. That's not the offer. Somebody.
Yeah. So this is the Magnolia section, and this is the section where my grandmother is laid to rest, my dad's mom. And I'm going to see if I can add a GPS to his gravesite. I went into the office and they were... Oh, no, wait, actually, this one does have a GPS. Wait, no, does it? No. I can't remember. I just added a GPS to his Find a Grave Memorial page. I was confused because we went into the office to get directions to my grandmother's gravesite, which did not have any directions or a GPS on her Find a Grave Memorial page. And then there's another person here I wanted to visit, and he also did not have any directions or a GPS on his Find a Grave Memorial page, where Mel did have very good directions. No GPS, but very good directions, and I was able to walk right here. It took me no time at all, especially since we were already in this section because my grandmother is buried down by that tree right there. It's such a small world, isn't it? No pun intended. Do you remember hearing the news about this incident when it happened? Please feel free to share with us in the comments. And as always, thanks for joining me on another trip to the cemetery and for sharing the memories, everybody.